It's Thursday morning. It's time to show you guys what I picked up this week for New Comic Book Day. So stay tuned for that. But first, let me know down below in the comments what you guys picked up this week for New Comic Book Day. For me, it was a little bit of a lighter week. We've got a lot of books that have been delayed recently, and so that's pushed back some of those books. So yeah, a nice light week. Going to be easy to catch up on reading and pump out some reviews for you guys on some of these books. But stay tuned. We're going to show you guys what we picked up this week. And if you've watching this video, not subscribed, go hit that button down below somewhere. I think it's down here. And catch you on the other side. Welcome back. Let's just hop on into this. I'm going to kick it off with a Marvel book here. Amazing Spider-Man number 76. I hopped back on at 75 with the new team, and so far I am enjoying this series. I fell off of Nick Spencer's run when the Kindred line really did not wrap up when it should have. And I'm back. I am enjoying it so far. I'm giving it a little while. We're going to be having a rotating cast of creators making this story. Zeb Wells did the first two with Pat Gleason. Next up, Kelly Thompson and Sarah Pichelli are doing, I think, the next two issues. So we'll see if it is as good as this is, which I think it will be. I am going to be on this for sure for a while. So happy to see Spider-Man get back to a place where I'm enjoying it. Next up, Homesick Pilots number 10 from Image. Great end of volume 2 here. I thought this might be the end of it, but it left in a place where it's probably not the end. We still didn't really get the confrontation, the final showdown happening between the House and the Nuclear Bastard. So we'll see. I hope it comes back, but I thought originally it seemed like it might end this issue, and definitely didn't. And I'm happy it didn't, because I'm really enjoying the Homesick Pilots series. Next up from Vault, we've got Dead Box number 2. Again, this is just such a poignant series that just the real life things that have come out in this series are incredible, and I am here for every moment of what's going on in this series. Even take away even the main plot, you take these pieces that just get thrown in about what's happening in real life, and I'm loving it. But then you get the actual plot of what's going on in this small town, and I'm loving that as well. So kudos to the team there. Russell, Tiesma, Popov, and Anworld Design, killing it on Dead Box. And then, these aren't even in any order here, but this might be it. Witchblood number 7. I got a review for that up on the website. Got that up last night. A little bit of an advanced review for it. Still amazing. The interiors are just killer as always, but I feel like even more so in this issue. And we got the cover A, the cover B, which is the Tarot variant, and then the cover C, which is Yoshi Yoshitani's connecting variants, which I'm going to have to display the first set and this set once I get them all, because it's going to be beautiful. Next up, from Black Caravan, we've got Broken Souls Ballad number 4. This is going to be, I believe, the end of this series. Let me check myself before I say something wrong there. I have not gotten to read this yet. I started reading it, and then Experiment continues, Volume 1, trade in January of 2022. There probably is going to be a Volume 2 then, the way they have that written. But this volume wraps up here, and there'll probably be a break before we get to a Volume 2 of that. Next up, Darkhorse Comics. We've got Maze Book number 2 from Jeff Lemire. I really enjoyed issue number 1. I can't wait to dive into this one and see what happens in the follow-up. And then we've got from Black Mask Studios White, issue number 4. I've been enjoying issues 1 through 3 of this so far. This one, an homage here to number 4 of Black. So, ready to see what happens in this one. From Scout, we've got Lunar Ladies number 2, which, if you look at this cover, you think this has to be a Scoot book. It is not. And if you look at the interior art, you'll see definitely not a Scoot book. And it is, I love these interiors. Absolutely love them. Let's see. Art by Joel Kotahar and colors by Paula Goulart. So that team there is doing an awesome job on the art on the inside. And I really enjoyed the story from issue number 1. That was 2 months ago, though, so I may need a refresher before I go check that out. And we've got from DC, we've got Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour, issue number 2. I'm reading more DC and Marvel recently, which for me, I'm enjoying because I started there. I started with Marvel, and now that I'm finding stories that I love, I'm coming back to DC and Marvel and finding the stories that I love versus just blindly following a character like I was originally with a lot of different series when I first started out. From Boom, we've got Mamo number 4. I believe this is supposed to be a 5-issue series. I think we got one more issue after this. I think that should say that in the back here. To be continued, yeah. So one more issue after this one. But that has been a super good Boombox title, which Boombox, younger reader title, but all ages are going to enjoy that one. And we've got, I didn't even notice how thick this was. Got a thick one here, Marvel Tales, Miss Marvel number 1 with awesome cover here. Cover art by, well, that's the cover arts for all the originals. Sway, Joshua Swaby, or Sway, doing that cover there. This is collecting Captain Marvel number 17, Miss Marvel number 1 to 2, and all new Marvel Now .1, which is going to be her cameo, her first appearance as Miss Marvel, and her first 2 issues as Miss Marvel. So that one, I don't think I've read the first cameo, so I'm gonna read for that. But the other ones I have gotten to read, so yeah, it's cool to have this. I like the collected version, and Miss Marvel is one of those characters that I really enjoy, so I am going to, probably display that somewhere because it's a pretty cool cover. From Ablaze, we've got He Who Fights with Monsters number 2. I am hoping this gets to the supernatural part of the story, because that's what I'm really looking forward to in this. But I do like the setting that we've gotten from issue number 1 in this World War II era of events going on. So excited to check out what happens in issue 2. This one from AWA Upshot is way bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it's still a $3.99 book. ETER. It's a one-shot, true universal healthcare. We've got 2 different stories in here with 2 different creative teams. I've heard it's pretty funny, so I'm excited. Seems like it'll be a fun time. From Image, Deep Beyond, issue number 9. We've got a couple more to go. 12-issue series here by Mirka Andolfo and David Goy. Andrea Briccardo doing art on this one. And it just gets darker and darker each issue. So can't wait to see how dark it gets here. And lastly here for new books, we've got Gods of Brutality, issue number 2 from Dark Caravan. So that's my 3rd Scout book this week. I thought issue number 1 was a really fun time. Rich Woodall and Mark Welser on this story, and like I said, I thought it was a pretty fun time. We have a Russian were-ant rampage going on here, so I love creative, odd titles like that, and I'm excited for that. I did pick up one book from a previous week here, and that was Frontiersman, issue number 1. I've heard some good things about this. Wanted to give it a fair read. I had read a couple previews pages, and thought, no, not for me. But I've heard some things about the story that have me very intrigued, and so I'm gonna give it a shot now. And since it was a light week, I figured I'd throw that in there and be able to check it out. So that is what I picked up this week. No trades this week, no variants, crazy price variants, no back issues. There were some tempting back issues, but as I'm saving money for Baltimore Comic-Con coming up, I passed on them. But some pretty good priced books, I think, that they've just got in. We'll see if they're still around after Baltimore. Maybe I'll give it a go. But that is it for my New Comic Book Day books this week for New Comic Book Day, October 13th. If you made it here, aren't subscribed to the channel, go hit that button down below here. If you are subscribed and you don't have the bell notifications on, hit that button down below. That'll let you know when we're dropping new videos. Hopefully we get you guys a top 5 reads video sooner this week, so we can talk about those with you guys. Give our recommendations on what we think is worth the read. Maybe hopefully get something, maybe a pre-Baltimore Comic-Con video or something, and then at Baltimore we're hoping to get some interviews and talk comics with some people, and bring that to you guys for after the show. So thanks everyone for watching. As always, collect what you love, and we'll see you next time.